after the 87-gallon patty? Any reason for that?
I mean, it's kind of a obvious question. I mean, yeah, week 1.
It looked like a lot of deep shots taken today. Was that a focus of practice to kind of let it rip, or that
just worked out today? I mean, we've been trying to keep working. You know, some of our downfield pass game just worked out today where the ball found its way down the field.
Todd, with regard to the game, it looked like Devin Leary was really not taking shots down the field. I'm not sure if the throws were open, but certainly didn't take many that were far down the field, other than the one to Walker where they were not on the same page. What do you do with that?
Well, we just never got really in a rhythm. You know, I mean, he got in the game and we went 3 straight 3-and-outs. I mean, so that means 3 of his 9 plays were third downs. Okay, throw in half of them were runs or somewhere in there, and we got sacked on a shot down the field. So, you know, it's part of it. You know, it's easier to get the ball down the field, the better you get in a rhythm. You know, that's just part of it. We just didn't, you know, and that's, we got to be better.
Todd, when you have a franchise quarterback and so much of the focus is on him, what do you then see as the most important functions of your backup?
Well, first off, I mean, Josh does a tremendous job of being ready. He's a consummate pro. It's why he's been in the NFL for so long. I mean, he gets what we want to do. He has a great feel for where we are and where we need to get to. I think he's a great sounding board for Lamar and for us.
Todd, year 1 to year 2 with Lamar. I'm just curious about the dynamic when you go through that experience of working with a quarterback from first year to second year. How much changes, throwing stuff out, adding stuff in, the dynamic between you guys back and forth in terms of those plays and so forth?
Well, you would hope it's only going to get better, and it has. You know, we've had a great off season, not only individually but systematically. Once you get into the year, it's hard to really tweak too much, you know, or assess it just week to week. The next team you're playing, get in the off season, they would say, okay, we have to do this more, need to be better here, need to do this systematically and individually, and it's been a great off season, and he's been great.
Is there, you say systematically, is there something in particular, like an example you can provide in terms of that change?
Oh, I don't know, just how we do it. Just so we are on the same page, probably. How do we streamline it to where we're all on the same page? Players can anticipate calls, anticipate situations, where we want to go A, B, C, D each week. What are our staples that we want to be able to get to? And so eliminate as much of the guesswork as you can, right? Does that make sense? Like, that's just probably a strong word. We're not guessing. That's silly, but just in terms of where we want to go.
Roger Rosengarten taking a number of first-team reps now for a few days. What have you seen from him as he's gone against the starting?
Well, he's only getting better. You know, there was, you know, like any young player, there's some ups and downs, but it isn't for a lack of effort, intelligence, want to, you know, toughness, athleticism. I think he's going to be a really good player, you know, and you can see it every day, the improvement.
I feel like he has been everywhere so far in camp, and he's coming off a really strong season. What do you envision for his role this coming season?
He has. He's had a great camp, a great off season. He was here the whole off season, and he's embraced that part of it. You've actually seen some other things in his game, particularly in line, that we've asked him to do. So we expect him to have a great year.
Todd,
What's the identity that you want this offseason?
Well, I mean, it's I think, like, certainly you want to have an offense that's a nightmare to defend. I mean, I think that's what we're all trying to accomplish, right? An offense that you're capable of winning in a variety of ways. If you need to run it to win, you can run it to win. If you need to throw it to win, you can throw it to win. And that's all we're fighting for, to be elite in all of those areas. And then the last part of it is, are you elite in situational football? Short yardage, red zone. Are you not turning it over? You're explosive, 4-minute, all those things that really dictate a game.
when there are always eyes on Lamar at first or second level, we saw you guys just kind of juice up the number of screenplays last year. How do you be successful as a screen team when there's always going to be that attention on Lamar, especially
Just got to do it better. I mean, we can scheme it better. We can prepare better in terms of how we want to do it, formational it, who we want to get it to, and then call it. Probably just didn't call it enough. Didn't screen enough last year. Didn't take the pressure off our O-line enough.
Todd, what have you seen out of Keith Kirkwood and Anthony Miller, two of the kind of veterans that are further down on the depth chart?
I like those guys. You know, I mean, all Kirkwood has done is come in and do what we ask him to do. Does a great job in the run game. Has made some plays when given the opportunity on the field. And you can see why he's however many years in the NFL. Same with Miller. You can see his explosiveness. You can see him getting in and out of breaks. How important the game is. He enjoys playing the game. All right.